Hello, I'm Rick Steiner. Welcome to Lux Life Discovered. My guest today is Jen Wooldridge, who is the owner of the gym in Batesville, Arkansas, and a good friend of mine that we go back a long way. So, Jen, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
We haven't actually seen each other in person in a while, but you've always been one of my favorites because you've done things outside the box and in a good way. So,
Good.
yeah. So kind of tell people about your whole fitness background and why it's so important to you, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so I started personal training 15 years ago. It was just kind of happened, just kind of fell into my lap. I started a boot camp class in Walnut Ridge, loved it, went on from that, um, started doing meal prep. Then I started bodybuilding. I did bodybuilding for about 8 years, competed in all categories, worked my way up. And much like every other bodybuilder, you just kind of get to a point where you're done with it. You've done what you can, kind of moved on with it. My life kind of brought me to Batesville, Arkansas. Just started training. Nothing really. Just kind of took a step back, honestly. And then life didn't let me. So I opened a gym. I have been so fortunate in this town. I've got 75 clients. I've got 3 trainers under me right now, and this is a town of 10,000 people. So very fortunate here. Very fortunate.
Well,
I
definitely.
train a wide range of people from 8-year-olds to 75-year-olds. So I hit everything in between on that. Since I'm not bodybuilding anymore, I did need something else to look forward to. So I did start HYROX. It's an endurance challenge, something that I would have never dreamed of doing as a bodybuilder. Um, had my first competition in March, looking forward to doing it again in November.
So tell us a little bit more about that. I'm not familiar with it. So what all do you do in the endurance challenge?
Okay, so it's a running competition. So,
That's why I don't know
and I'm
anything
not a
about it.
runner. I will start with that. So it's basically you do a 0.62 mile run, you do an exercise, you do another run, you do that for 8 rounds. It takes about an hour and a half to do.
Well,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I said that's why I don't know anything about it. It's a running thing. So
That's exactly. That's exactly. I'm right there with you. As bodybuilders, we don't run.
yeah.
So, but
Wow.
I'm loving it. I've actually seen what it can do to change your entire body composition and everything. So I've actually started doing High Rocks influence classes here.
Oh, okay.
We start it's almost like I want everyone to feel like they're able to do it because it's kind of got the stamina of, oh, only these elite people can do it. Mm-mm. That's where I come in. It's like, no, everyone can do it. You just gotta you gotta know your pace, know where you're at, and work your way through it. So that's how I do all of my training and everything.
So when you do your first run and then you do an exercise, what type of exercise are you doing in between
So
all
you
that?
start with a ski erg. So you're doing the ski erg. You do 1,000 meters on the ski erg. You do another run. You come back. You're doing a sled push. For women, it's 287 pounds, I believe. So you do 50 meters on the sled push. Do another run. Come back. You do a sled pull. Another run. Going back, you're doing 80 meters burpee to broad jump. So
Wow. Okay.
it's
That's, I don't think I'd be
um,
coming back after that. I feel like I'm going.
it's a lot. There's 1,000 meter row, 80 meter walking lunge, 200 meter farmer's carry, and then 100 wall balls to finish up. So yeah,
Wow. I'm
it's
gonna
it's a
have to
lot. So
listen to that.
when I did it, I did the partner. So there's different variations. You can do a solo, you can do partner, you can do mixed doubles, or you can do a relay team of 4 people. So my best friend, she lost 80 pounds with me through the
Wow.
past 3 years. No shot, no surgery, no nothing. It was just hard work, changing her diet. She actually found this on TikTok, sent it to me at the start of my divorce. So everybody needs something to get their mind off that. We started training last September for it and competed. We finished in under 2 hours. So that was something for her that she never thought that she would be able to
Yeah.
do. And for me, it loved every single minute of it. Every
I can
minute of
see
it.
where you'd like that because that's just your DNA, your personality.
Yeah, now my competitive side come out just a little bit through that, and then I had to back it off and remember why I was there. So
I know, isn't that funny how that competitive side just kind of creeps up sometime and smacks you in the face?
it does, and you never realize how bad it is until you have to take a step back. Like,
Mine's gotten worse as I've gotten older and I can't do as much. It's really, that's even worse. Yeah. But
well, I
so,
pushed through it.
yeah. So, okay, doing that now after bodybuilding, I mean, that's such a range because I mean, bodybuilding is great, but you don't do a lot of cardio. I mean, that's, it's a completely,
Completely
opposite.
different. Completely different. Your body's different. Your endurance level is different. I love bodybuilding. I do want to start by saying that I love the sport. I respect the sport. I will never get on stage again. I will say that.
Never say never.
It takes so much of your life. You have to be 120% dedicated to the sport of bodybuilding. And there was a point in my life where I was able to do that. At this point, at 43 years old, it's not for me anymore. Bodybuilding it takes a toll on you mentally, physically. I For me personally, it was more so mentally. Now, my teammates and everything else, I've seen more physical. Just from you get to that level, you're looking better than you have ever looked in your life. You step on stage, you do your thing, you get off stage, you have that first cheat meal, and then that next day you're able to eat whatever you want. And a lot of people don't stop there. So it wears on you a lot. And after 8 years, it was time for me to walk away from
Right.
it. Love it. I encourage everybody to at least try it once if it's something you want to do. But as for me, it's just part of my past at this point.
Well, and also with that bodybuilding too, it not only just the physical, but like you said, the mental part, but it really affects the psychology sometime too, because you deprive yourself of a lot in the process, even though you looking the best, have the best results. But I mean, there's
Body dysmorphia.
right, right, yeah.
Body
So
dysmorphia it's a for real thing, and I'm going to be completely honest with it. I still struggle with it on a daily basis. You With bodybuilding, and it's what we sign up for. We sign up to stand on stage and let people tell us what we look like. Like, we literally paid money to have this
I
done
know,
to
isn't that
us.
crazy? Yes.
And not just a little bit, we're paying a lot of
I'm gonna pay
money.
money to go up there and let somebody judge me. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. We can go to Walmart for that.
yeah.
But
I get that
we
done for free
do
here.
all
I'm
of this stuff.
satisfied.
We're sprayed. We've got the hair, the makeup, the expensive suits. We've got all of this. And you're
Yeah.
right. We are looking better than ever. I mean, and we've got the pictures to pull up and show and everything. But it's almost like you're not looking better. That week after is whenever you really look your best.
That's true.
You're
Yeah,
able to have carbs
exactly.
again, water, you're getting all this stuff. But that's when the mental stuff starts happening. That's when it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm not as hard, I'm not as tight as I was a week ago. You
Yeah.
start wearing the oversized clothes, you start just beating yourself
I like
up,
to eat
basically.
when you look absolutely wonderful, but in your mind, you're thinking, I put on 5 pounds or whatever, and it's just it's gone. But you
It
really
is,
don't.
it is, and it's crazy how it does that. And like I said, I've got one teammate out of the 8 years that I've done it that has managed to keep the weight off. And that's the bottom line of it, because I mean, it's no secret we have to do stuff and take stuff to get us to that level to compete at an
Right.
NPC level. You can waste your time and not do it, but if you're looking to place anywhere, I mean, there's things that has to be done.
Yeah, and those people that say it doesn't happen, they're crazy. Yeah.
That's anyone that comes to me and asks, I'm like, look, here's the layout of it. If you don't want to do that, we can find you a natural show to do, but at an NPC level, if somebody tells you that they didn't, they're lying to you.
That's
That's
true.
all I can say.
I
They
agree
are
with
lying
you.
to you.
Yeah. So I like that. Just straight honest. Yeah.
It
So
is.
yeah. So then tell me about your gym and the gym that your gym and
My
baseball.
gym.
Tell me.
So actually, it started off as just going to be a training studio. I just needed somewhere. I was getting so many clients and doing so many classes that I really, it's honestly, it's 2,500 square foot. But
Nice.
with that said, I have more clients than the other 5 gyms in town. So um,
Wow.
for me, I've always been completely honest. I have always been upfront with clients. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. I do tend to draw in a lot more women, obviously. That's a, I guess they feel comfortable with me. And at my age, at 43, a big part right now is just the perimenopausal stage for women my age, give or take a few years. So right now, women are, they're getting to that point where they can't lose weight. They're doing all the things. They don't know what to do. They don't know where they're messing up. So for me, I've been through all of it from bodybuilding and meal prep and everything else. So for me, I think they feel like they can trust me because I have paired up with a couple of places in town to do the hormone replacement therapy, the peptides. Um, and one question is if I start this, how long do I have to do all of this? Well, I mean,
Right. It's
forever. That's it all depends. If you don't want to feel good, we can stop. But if you want to keep feeling great, you got to keep doing it.
but
So
I think that's just our mentality today. It's like I want a quick fix and then I want to get back to what I was doing and not
right,
realizing
right,
what you were doing is got what got you to where you are right now that you need to change.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and right now, the Monjero shots, the Ozempic, and all of that. That I will say, it took a little bit of a toll on the gym. The last couple of years, the last couple of New Years, it's kind of took a toll on it. We're not getting those New Year crowds that we used to because people are just taking a shot. They're saving their money up. That's what they're spending it on. Where it used to be
Yeah.
a gym membership, it used to be personal training. Now it kind of turned into I'll go spend my $400 on a month's supply of shots. So that's fine. That's fine. Whatever works for
But
you,
you
I
probably
support
have
the
more
shot.
consistent, sincere membership now than the rush in January and then it fades off and they don't come back.
That's exactly right. So what I have seen this year is people they're striving more for that health. They've lost the weight, but in doing that, they've also lost the collagen, they've lost the muscle, they've lost everything else. So that's kind of where I come into play. And I support the shot. A lot of trainers do not. I am one of the few that's like, you know what? If you use it as a tool, it works. It honestly, it works. But you've got to do it like everything else. It has to be a tool for you. It has to be something that you do, so
Yeah.
that way you're able to do all the things that you want to do.
Right. It's not a fix. It's like you said, a
It's a
tool.
kickstart.
Yeah.
It's a kickstart. It's just like, having the gastric bypass, having the sleep. It's anything like that. And with this, there's no end point to it. You've got to put your own foot down and be like, hey, it's time to add something else to the mix.
Right. What do you think some of the biggest obstacles for some of your clients? What do they say the biggest obstacle is for them
I'll
to
be honest with you. Right now, it is hormone replacement. I've seen that more so in the past couple of years than I've seen anything else. Several reasons for that. One of which, as women, we hear testosterone and we freak out.
right?
Like it's just a thing. We're like, oh my gosh, we're going to turn into a man. No, no, you're going to
A
feel
lot
a
of
thousand
times
times
the
better.
men lifting weights are going to be too bulky, too masculine. Yeah. So
Yeah, if it was that easy, we'd
yeah.
we'd all be bodybuilders. I wished it was, but um, even with the guy clients, there's a lot of doctors in town that still, well, not just in this town, but there's a lot of older doctors. They still just don't believe in that hormone replacement. Batesville is actually fortunate. We've got 3 locations that do the pellets, they do the shots, they do everything. Women have several different options now too, where you don't have to just do the pellets because that is invasive. But there's several things, but that's the main thing that I've seen. Reason behind that is when your levels are off, it doesn't matter if you're walking 20 miles a day, if you're eating nothing but greens, you're still not going to lose that weight. You're still not going to feel good until you fix your insides. The outside is not going to change at all. That's been the biggest thing here lately.
Yeah, and the right mindset on top of that too. And that all goes back to everything going as it should, because if everything's off, the mindset's not going to be there.
Yeah, your mindset's off. And I mean, in the same way, you know how it is if you don't have any energy, if you're just trying to make it through the day, just which I'm a caffeine addict, but if you're just taking in energy drink, coffee, tea all day long, I mean, you're not getting anything out of it.
No, and you're going
So
to crash.
for me, and same way with the peptides too, I'm a big supporter of peptides. I feel like that's one of the most underused things out there. If you've got a problem and you can fix it, I guess, why wouldn't you?
Right.
Why would you not fix it? So that's kind of, and again, I'm an open book. I'm going to be completely honest about everything. I've tried just about all of it out there. So at this point, if somebody comes to me and asks, I'm going to be completely honest about it. But again, do your own research. That's my big thing too. You decide for you what's going to work, what you're willing to do, where your end game is. But testosterone and peptides that's where it's at right now.
Yeah. And like you said, with the different places making that available, it's all about education too, because a lot of people still don't understand all of that. And
No,
they're,
no,
like you said, women hear testosterone, they like freak out because it's like, oh, that's not for me. But, you know, so you said, do your research, because it's not, you can't put up that wall and automatically just shut everybody off.
right,
Yeah.
right. And I feel at this point, and you know me, I don't, I don't brag on myself, but at 43, I am in decent shape. I mean, for for 43, I'm still able to wear that bikini. But I think a lot of it too is that trust is there. These women are going to listen to me because I do look the part on all of it.
Right.
A lot of that too, though, is I exercise a lot. Like I do a lot of endurance. I do a lot of strength training. But at the end of the day, you've got to have both. Just like with fixing the inside of your body, even if you're a runner, you've still got to have that strength training. You've got to do all the things. You know, getting older, we can do it gracefully. It's inevitable. We're all going to age in one way or the other. And you have to embrace it to a point. Not saying that I don't get my Botox every 6 weeks, but I don't freak out over seeing a wrinkle now. But
Right.
I also know that I look better than a lot of 20-year-olds do too in
That's
that
true.
mentality. So
And a lot of it goes back to that whole mental aspect of just the aging part, because yeah, I'm 65 now. So
right,
it's a there are a lot of things that, and you don't give up, but you have to accept that some things is just a natural part of life. And
right.
yeah, I can't be 20. I don't want to be 20, first of all,
Yeah,
but I'm glad, I'm
never.
fortunate I made it to where I am without wanting to go back and mess it up even worse. But
True.
so, but you know, you just have to understand sometimes you're just in different stages, period.
It
And I
is.
think when you come to that realization and acceptance, you don't give up. You just find other ways to deal with it. Does that
And
make
you
sense?
do. A lot of my clients are well over the age of 40, have never lifted a weight, have never ran, have never played sports. And I love it. I love those people because this is a fresh start for them. And
Right.
as a trainer, and I love posting my transformations, I do. But the biggest transformation is whenever these women come in here and they're just, they're in old sweatpants, they're in old t-shirts, they're just, you know, they're here to do their 30 minutes and go on back.
Right.
What I love more than anything is
Cover
3 months
themselves
in.
up. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That confidence level rises tremendously. To me, that means more to me than like a major transformation. Just seeing a woman feel comfortable in her own skin after working out. And, you know, yeah, everything's not fixed, everything's not tight yet, but just that level of confidence that she's built where she's able to put on a shirt that fits a little bit better, or she's able
Right.
to wear the shorts, anything like that. That's why I do what I do. I love that more than anything else.
So
But
in addition,
it also, it goes back to that age thing too, though. I had a woman yesterday. She's 55 years old. She spent the weekend power washing her house, and her the first thing was, "There is no way that I would have been able to do this a year ago." Well,
yeah.
you're right. You wouldn't have, but you can now at 55. You know you can do all of that.
And
So
once you start doing things like that, maybe not always power washing your house, but once you do things that you didn't think you could do, that just gives you motivation and to try
for
more.
sure, for
Yeah.
sure. It's and it's easy for us because it's been our lifestyle. It's easy for us to like, why do you not go to the gym? How do you not? How do you not? But there are people that still they're just kind of like, I can run outside. Well, okay, go do it.
Well, Debbie's view on going to the gym is that she told me one day, she said, I said, you go to the gym today? She said, yeah. And I'm like, what did you do? And she goes, I laid on the sunbed. I'm like, Deb, that's not going to the gym. But doesn't that sound like Deb? It's just,
Technically, she was there, so
yeah, she did not lie. She did go to the gym. I thought,
she did.
wow, you really bummed out on that one. So yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
So in addition to everything else, tell me about the meal prep because you're still doing that. You started that what several years ago.
Several years ago. So, a big thing that I've changed recently too, and again, I've had my Scott Birds, I've had my City Cotties. I've learned so much. I've been fortunate to have all of these great mentors in my life. And, we're all taught basically the same thing, but a little bit different. So, the big thing with my meal prep right now is I'm doing a lot of carnivore meals more so. I've got probably half of my clients doing a version. There's several different kinds. Um, but what I found that works for most people is doing the no carbs all throughout the day, and then at nighttime, adding in your carbs. I know that goes against
Yeah.
everything that we have ever been taught. Take your carbs in early, burn them off. But what do you do at the end of the day? You're going in, you're looking for all the snack food, you're wanting all the things, putting your carbs at the end of the day, and the right carbs. I mean, I'm not talking go eat a pizza, but if you're
Right.
doing your sweet potato, your rice, your quinoa, all that, if you're doing that at the end of the day for that last meal, that's satisfying most people enough. They're good. They're good for the rest of the night. I've had wonderful success with that. So that's really that's what I've spent more time doing now with my meal prep. We're about to expand like big time with this. I have found a partner. Older age. I'm starting to not want to be such a control freak, I guess, and share
I think that's
everything.
why we've always gotten along so well. We have that in common.
It is. I know I'm going to do it right, so I might as well just do it, kind of thing. I found a partner, and we're about to start shipping, start doing everything. So we'll see where we are in a year with this. Cooking relaxes me. It's my thing. I just feel so much better with it. We do everything organic. I'm lucky enough that actually, right even outside my gym, we have a market, and it's all organic meat, vegetables, everything is local, in state. It perfect, perfect. So I've great location. And actually, another thing I wanted to touch on while we're talking about all the things, the guy that owns the property here, he actually has a microgreen business that is on the other side of the gym. We have energy greens. So that comes into play. It's helped a lot of people get off the caffeine, helped a lot of people stop the coffee. They come in pill form, or you can get the actual greens, put them on the sandwich. But the energy greens they're amazing. Absolutely. I'll have to send you
Yeah.
some.
All right. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you have Gosh, you've expanded a lot and done a lot that I didn't even realize. So this is, and this has been
I've
the
been
quickest
busy.
time ever on the podcast. So we could talk forever on this. But okay, we're going to put your information on the screen and it's up now. And that way people can reach you. So kind of go over that with everybody so they'll know how to
Oh,
reach out
absolutely.
to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you being on, and we're definitely going to talk more and stay in touch more now because I appreciate your time today. It's been fun.
No problem. No problem. Anytime. Thank y'all. Appreciate
You're,
it.
you're welcome. And that concludes our episode of Lux Life Discovered. We'll see you soon.